Mema wakwaba eba woni opoku nsua twi dwumadie so. I welcome you to the program Learn Twi with Opoku. In this episode, we're going to be learning some terminologies that are associated with what? Trade in Twi. Why do we need to do that? Well, you are learning Twi. That means you will be interacting with Ghanaians. Or you'll be visiting Ghana. And when you visit, you'll be going to the market, isn't it? Yes, it is. But as the saying goes, culture varies everywhere. In Ghana, one thing that can be sold to Mr. A at 5 cedis can also be sold to Mr. B at what? 10 cedis. What does this tell you? It tells you that a good bargainer always gets the cheapest item to buy. So therefore, it is imperative for us to learn the jargons, the terminologies that are associated with trade, so that we can do what? Bargain well. And we will know what to say when we get to the market. So stay tuned. Trade terminologies in Twi. So the pertinent question that one will ask is, how do we say trade in Twi? That will be the first question, isn't it? Well, in Twi we say Adwadie. Adwadie. That is Adwadie for what? Trade. However, the people involved in trade, the traders, are called what? They are called Adwadifoɔ. Adwadifoɔ. But for this Twi word, Adwadifoɔ, when we say Adwadifoɔ, it refers to both sellers and buyers. It refers to what? Both sellers and buyers. So one will want to ask, how then do I distinguish each from each other? For instance, if one wants to say sellers, how do I say that in Twi? A person may ask that. Well, in Twi, the word for only sellers is what? Adetɔnfoɔ. 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 And that is what? Sellers. Adetɔnfoɔ. Sellers. How then do we say buyers? Buyers. For buyers, we say Adetɔfoɔ. Adetɔfoɔ or Bɛtɔɔadeɛfoɔ. Buyers. Good. What then is the difference between Adetɔnfoɔ, sellers, and then Adetɔfoɔ or Bɛtɔɔadeɛfoɔ, buyers? We know that Adetɔnfoɔ sell items. Adetɔnfoɔ sell items. How do we say sell in Twi? Tɔn. Tɔn. What about Adetɔfoɔ? Adetɔfoɔ. They also what? Buy. They what? Buy. And in Twi, to buy, we say what? Tɔ. That is to buy. So, do you see the difference now? When we say tɔn, that is to sell. And when we say tɔ, to buy. So, look at the sellers and buyers. Adetɔnfoɔ. You see this word? Tɔn, to sell. Tɔn, to sell. Appearing in this word now. When we say ade, it is what? Something. Or a thing. So it is like something sellers. The four makes it what? Sellers. So tɔnfoɔ, sellers. Adetɔnfoɔ. That means things sellers, something of that sort. Adetɔnfoɔ. And you see this tɔ. To what? To buy. To, that is what? To buy. And now look at here. Adetɔ. So those things, buyers, something of that sort. Ade, something. Or a thing. A thing, buyers. Adetɔfoɔ. What do people buy? They buy goods, isn't it? So how do we say goods in Twi? We say nneɛma. 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 So to wrap things up, this is what we are saying. In Twi, when we say Adwadie, that is what? Trade. Adwadifoɔ are the traders. But here it involves both sellers and buyers. Sellers alone are known as what? Adetɔnfoɔ. Adetɔnfoɔ. Buyers are known as what? Adetɔfoɔ. And if you look at both nouns, you see here we have tɔn, that is sell. So those who sell items, they are what? Adetɔnfoɔ. And then those who buy, we have what? Tɔ here. And that is what? Adetɔfoɔ or Bɛtɔɔadeɛfoɔ, and that is buyers. Tɔn means what? To sell. So if I give that imperative statement, tɔn, I mean what? Sell it. Tɔ means what? To buy. If you give an imperative statement, tɔ, that means what? Buy. Buy it. And then nneɛma, we buy what? Nneɛma, we buy goods. So yɛtɔ nneɛma. Yɛtɔn nneɛma. We buy goods, we sell goods. This is where time will permit us to end. I wouldn't want to bombard you with so many of the terms. In fact, there are a lot to learn. So we'll take them bit by bit. So for now, this is where we'll draw the curtains down. And in the next video, we'll continue with other terminologies that are associated with trade as far as Twi language is concerned. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, and thanks for watching.